I am going to basically film what I'm packing and how I'm packing, because I always get a lot of questions about this and specific things that I pack. So I'm not going to film a proper introduction, but this is my introduction. So this is my Destiny bag. I'll link it down below. I also have a carry-on size that I will show you guys in a bit. But basically this is just going to be me talking and packing at the same time. So I hope you have fun. The first thing I always pack is hats. And this is a question I actually get the most. And basically what you do is you're gonna stack all of the hats together without smushing them. And a lot of hats come with this like plastic thing when you buy it. I usually just always keep those. I stuff them. And because this is smaller, I'm gonna put this in there as well. So now I have all of my hats. I'm gonna put them on the other side because this side has the two bars in it, and we're just gonna basically put it flat. So the reason I have this one on top is because this is the flattest hat out of the three. So when I put it down like this, it's going to be okay. What I'm gonna do for the hats is I'm gonna take my Intimates and just kind of stuff them in there. So this is gonna help fill it up so it doesn't collapse, but also it's a good place to store the little things. I'm also gonna put some swimsuits in here as well and really fill the whole thing up. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to take the big bulky stuff and fill it in underneath and besides the hats. Beside the hats. And because these are both kind of heavy, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them towards the bottom so when the suitcase stands up, they won't really affect and smush whatever's below it. So I'm going to line up the hat right next to it. And since not a lot will fit in this space, like the big things I was planning on, I'm going to take the rest of my swimsuits. I'm just going to put them right next door. Really utilize this space and put in as much as you can. And since that's all of my swimsuits, I'm going to now pack my pajamas and other things like workout pants that also don't wrinkle. It's like stuffing. You want to just fill it the rest of the way so the hat doesn't move. And then up here, I'm just going to put my other makeup bag. And since there's a little bit room right here, I'm going to probably put in some tops. The best way to fold things so you don't get them wrinkled is roll them. But I always bring a travel steamer with me, which you'll see in a second, so I really don't mind if things get wrinkly. So I'm basically just going to fill it until I think it's tall enough to meet the hat. So I'm just picking up some other smaller items and kind of putting them in where they fit. And so this fits nicely across because eventually what we're going to do is we're going to zip this up. So we just want it to be even all the way across. Bring really flat things and put them over here. So just really finding a place for everything. So these are flat sandals. So looking at it, everything looks pretty good except for this right here. It's kind of like this heel is sticking out, so I don't think that's going to work out. So because it's more squishy over here, I'm going to put it right here. So that will become more flat. And what I love about luggage like this is that you can zip it on either side, so you know that you, one, are finished, but also so when you put it together, things don't fall through. So it's just more space, more secure. And so what we're going to do is we're going to move over back to this side. Like always, you want to start with your most chunky items, just like we did on that side. So here's really just finding a place to fit between these bars. So a lot of times shoes will fit perfectly right in here, and more flat shoes like this you can kind of smush together to make room for other sandals. And packing is really all about fitting things into a puzzle piece. Heels, of course, are the hardest because they don't fit well anywhere. We'll do that and we'll see where we go from there. Because I already have kind of this layer down, you can either try and build another layer so everything is the same, but because I do have a lot of clothes, I'm going to try and pack this side first. And just about anywhere I go, I like to leave things on hangers just because it's so easy to pull them out of your luggage and just plop it right into the closet. So these are the bottoms that I'm hanging, and next I'm just going to pull up really lightweight dresses, and you're just going to kind of fold them into the area. The hard thing is with hangers is, of course, things are going to be a little uneven, but you're going to use that to your advantage, especially with hangers like this that are so thin. It really makes it easy to not only store them in your closet, but also really easy to pack because they're not taking up as much room as maybe the wood hangers or the plastic round ones. And sometimes, like just right here, what I did is you kind of want to fold things into each other because you'll find you'll make more room. These, of course, are going to be a little bit harder because they are maxi dresses. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of go back and forth, and because this is more of a ball gown maxi, I'm going to fold it in on itself, back and forth, and then see where this fits. And while I know I just said it's so easy to have things on hangers, sometimes it's also really easy to just fold them once if they fit better. So now I'll just kind of tuck these right under. I'm actually going to flip this over because this is a little bit thicker. That side, and then tuck these back and then leave my hanger accessible, so when I open this, I'm gonna just unfold it, hang it, and put it in my closet. So now while it may look full, I actually have all of these holes in the corners and some even in the main part. So that's a really good sign because that means I can really squeeze more things in here. Per usual, I forgot to pack some of my chunkiest wedges, so good thing that there are holes around here to fill in. And then here's my steamer. And while I don't recommend packing books because it can really put your suitcase overweight, I have a lot of books I want to pack, so I'm just going to add these in, and if I need to, I will move them over. So while I'm not done completely packing my full suitcase, I am going to start packing my carry-on to see what I can fit in there and what I can't, and what will need to come over to here. So we're gonna move this out of the way without knocking you over. This is my carry-on. It's by the same brand as the first one. And basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna fill up this side first because this side closes, this side does not. So when you do have to open it, it will kind of open everywhere. But what's nice is this is the one that will go back and forth. What I like to do when I pack my carry-on is I like to pack valuables, necessities, and things that I'll need on the plane. The key to packing bags is to basically fill up the bag as much as you can. I always take the straps off the bags and I usually just roll them and put them into the bag themselves. We'll fit the microphone right in here. I feel like that's a good safe space for it. So I totally forgot about my hair stuff. What I am going to do is I'm going to take out the books. We're going to put them back in the carry-on. We are just going to fill in the spaces with these items. Okay, so we're going to zipper this up just for tonight. So basically I am done packing the essentials for right now. I still have a lot of room left in my carry-on, which is always a good sign, and I have a lot of room left in my purse, which is an even better sign. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to head to bed, and then we'll finish packing tomorrow morning fully. I am going to pack this tripod